Vicky Crystalline. I'm on Facebook Live right now, but we're going to do the releasing of your karma from your Akashic records. Our Akashic records is where everything is stored. Our Akashic records is actually, I live up here by Mount Shasta. Actually, I live at the base of Mount Shasta in Shasta Lake. And between here and Mount Shasta is what they call the crags. Now, the first time I went there, every time I, like even right now, talking about them, my heart just so opened. So when the first year I was up here, I did a lot of hiking on the crags, and they talked to me and they came to me, and that's where one places of the world where our Akashic records are stored here from memories of all the lifetimes that we've lived. So there's many Akashic records all over the physical plane also, but there's also Akashic records that is in a vortex actually above you and around you. So you are constantly tapping into it. So but when you're more aware of tapping into your Akashic records, because your Akashic records hold all the information, it holds everything there. Everything, everything, everything. All your manifestations, everything, everything is held in your Akashic records. Even everything you do is held in your Akashic records. And it's like a storage. So, yeah, like a storage of a bank storage. Yeah, perfect. So, but in your Akashic records, it's from lifetimes that when you come into this physical life, of things that you are choosing to experience, to go through, and to learn in it, and to grow from. So as we are connecting more into our multiverse being, and we're lighting up our own individual lights, you break away more and more from the karmic of that. And as you are letting go of the programs and all of the essence of what you were, and you're letting go of who you were, the karmic is like becoming non-existent. So as your vibration is heightening and you're allowing yourself to clear all that of you, actually the karmic is actually being released naturally. So, but a lot of us, we hold a lot of stuff that we, that, yeah, I'm just kind of even holding that right now. We hold a lot of stuff because maybe it looks fearful, maybe it's something that you don't want to go through, maybe it looks scary. And mostly of that looks scary is the dark side of you. Well, each and every one of us have a dark side of us. How many times have you been in your mind, you've killed somebody or murdered somebody, or you've been so mad you just wish that person dead? Actually, that is called what we call a curse. And in that, you are in actually another lifetime that you are probably killing that being. So, and you're just tapping into that because it's just part of you. So as you are tapping into that part of you, maybe in another universe you are killing this being, but in this universe you're just choosing to be mad or hate this person. But still there's a connection. And the Akashic records hold all those connections to every lifetime that you've ever held. So there are many beings that come into your life that you instantly just do not like, or things that show up in your life that you just do not like. And one thing I want to talk about real fast is the darkness. And a lot of people talk about voodoo and demons and, being possessed and all that. Now, when I channel, now somebody may look at that as a sign of possession. It's all in how you're focusing upon anything that's happening in your world. Now, is the dark side real? Absolutely, it's real. And everything that you want to experience, you'll experience. In my journey that I've really taken over in the last, I would have to say, 8 years of my life, over this last couple years, there was one time when I did get in a way of possession. The darkness did come through me, and I worked my way through it, and now it showed me. And it wasn't really that you know what it really showed me? It showed me that the darkness is real, because I didn't really believe that it was real. So it's not that I set myself up for it, but there was a connection to know that it is real. When people are going through this, it is real, and you have set it up that way to show you an experience in you. Now, say you're as a mother, and I learned a lot of this when I was going through my shaman, my course of my shamanhood. As you are, you're telling your family, like you tell your daughters, or your kids, you're like, just wait till you have kids. It's going to be 10 times worse. Just wait. That actually is cursing your kids. So we do this not even realizing how we are cursing, and because you're putting something on them, and it goes back for lineages from many lifetimes that you lived. And so it's carried from one generation to the next generation, but it also goes back from lineages of timelines that you have lived this way. So what we're going to do today is we're going to break all those karmic, all that karmic darkness, all that karmic stuff. One thing I want to bring up forward is that everything that you go through, everything, it does not matter what it is, you set it up that way to experience and grow past it. Everything you go through. So if you believe something, it will happen. A lot of beings, they come forward and they believe this darkness. They believe that they're possessed. You know what I mean? And it's true. It's factual. It truly is factual because they believe it. So I have helped several people to move past that. The thing is that there was an individual, and they wanted to hold on to that. Because it came with people victim mode, because it came with people feeling sorry and the attention that they were getting from that. So it took a while for that being to get past that. But it's all in how you're focusing upon it. So, you know, there are ghosts, there are spirits, they're all around us. But whatever your vibration is and whatever you're choosing to go through in this life, you're going to go through it because you're choosing it. And anything that can be made up will be made up because that's free will. We are here to experience everything in its wholety. So if you're choosing, because I have seen it and I have known it of lifetimes when I was doing like mirror meditations and other deep meditations with myself, and other also like ayahuasca and stuff, they brought me to where I seen like demons of myself. I knew it was myself. I knew that I had played that part of being a demon. And so then I cleared that part. But each person is where they're at, exactly where they're at and where they need to be, because they're affecting them and they're affecting the whole. Like if you see somebody and you just don't like them, you just don't really like them, it's deeper most of the time than what you think it is. You just think, I don't even know why I don't like this person, but I just really don't like them. But there's a lot of karmic debt that is held to that. So with karma, karma is actually, it's a law, you know, what you put out, you get back. So that can't change. And what you choose to experience, you will experience. That can't change, you know, free will. We're here to experience everything that we're choosing to experience, however it's going to move us along. So each time that I have stepped into a dark place of myself, when I go through it, it feels heavy, hard, and it has taken me to the depths of me. But on the other side of that, after I went through the process on the other side of that, now I know how to work with my interbeingness. I know how to keep myself balanced. I know how to let it go. Because everything you're experiencing, you're going to feel it emotionally in your body to help you to move along. So if you believe in that there's demons or things that you're going to go through that. You're going to experience, because you're calling that forward. Your words create your realities. Your fears create your realities. So if you fear something, like, and I'm going to use this, if you fear something, it will happen. There was things that I feared, you know, growing up, and it all happened. And things that I feared that it was going to happen with my kids, and it all happened. So whatever your fear is, it's like you fear it, you feel it, you emotionally feel it, and then it pushes it out to the world, and then it brings it forward. It's bringing it forward because you're calling it forward. So as you're connecting into these interdimensional beings of you, which, because we're becoming multi-dimensional beings of us, there's many versions of you before you. When you look in the mirror, there just isn't just the face before in the mirror. There's much going on as you're allowing yourself to be more aware. So as you're allowing yourself to be more aware, you're noticing the shift and change in you. You're noticing that things are different. Even though your environment looks the same, there is things that are different. You can feel them. It just feels different. And it just feels more brighter and shinier and just happier as I let allow my layers to go. So as you are releasing all of who you are, um, it's kind. I'm kind of stumbling on these words because my guides, they say that it's a test, but really it's not a test. Say that you let something go. Well, actually, what happens is it'll show up again in your life to see how you attach to it this time. Say you let something go. And you let it go and you're like, oh my God, I feel so much better. I feel so light. I just feel amazing, And then you walk away for a moment or two, and then that feeling pops up or something shows up, and then now the universe is going to, showing you how are you going to attach yourself to this. So as you're attaching yourself back to that, because what happens is an emotion shows up, then you attach yourself back to that emotionally, and then you reattach yourself back to that karmically. So you can do all your work, but it's up to you every time it shows up how it's going to show up and how you're going to react to it each time. So now when things show up, for me in my world, I'd have to say like 78%. I don't even know why I came up with 78% of the time, but 78% of the time things that show up in my life, I don't feel anything. There's just nothing. And that's where you want to be. So, and what I mean by that is chaos. When things show up that's darker and harder, and this is perfect to let go of on this wonderful new moon, because the new moon is the shadow side, is the shadow side of the moon. So it brings up all of our shadow sides self. And so, and we're in the Taurus moon, which is a loving, comforting energy. And the planets I think that I have aligned is I want to say Virgo, but Venus, and they're taking the other one away from me. But anyway, these energies that are here to help and assist us to move along in our process, they truly do. When you start connecting to the planets and the sun and what's going on in the exterior world of the planets and the sun, and watch your moon cycles, you will start noticing why you're going through stuff. You will. And I actually live by the sun and the moon. So I really connect into that. I don't even really, besides my bills, I wouldn't know the calendar. I know the moon and where it's at. And so through each transition, as you're going through a new moon, like we're going through right now, you're letting go of all the shadow side of you. Then you're going to re-manifest. You're going to re-manifest what's going to happen here in the next part of your journey. So as you're going through the full moon, you're letting go, 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 and then you're shining bright. So just like the full moon shines bright. So your exterior is shining bright, and you're letting go of all that you are, and then you just start shining bright. So, and you will go through each astrological sign through those weeks of each moon cycle. So if you watch the astrological, you'll understand why you're going through a lot of your body stuff. And whatever the world is going through, that's what you're going through. So as we are connecting into the multi-being of us, more and more things are surfacing, they're heightening. So even the dark side of us is heightening our experiences of what we'd call the darkness. And it's not really dark, it's taking you to that dark place that we needed to give it a label. It's taking you to that dark place to move you along. So as these are heightening, it's showing you how deep you're going in your intercornus. So as you're going through this, you only suffer when you allow yourself to keep redoing the loop, and you keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it until you can no longer do it anymore. So with me, I jump on and jump off very quickly. There's moments that I do catch myself on a loop, but I don't usually hold them for very much, not for very long at all. So the more you do it, the more that your body starts and your energetic field starts acclimating that, because you're being that, because your being inside of you will be whatever you're being. So if you're not connected to your beingness all the time, then you're not aligned with your source. You're kind of running in a chaotic state. You're in and out, you're in and out, you're in and out. And I've done that for eons, and it's very exhausting. So the more that you stay in tuned with you, the more centered you will become. So being in tune with you is balance your energy. How do you do that? Through the breath. So this is the perfect place to stop. Let me quickly see if there's anybody who has any questions about any of this. I love you all. You guys are just amazing. Hey Jenna, hey Jacqueline, hey Debbie, hey everyone. Oh, Shelly, hi Julie. I just love you all. And even though there's just a few of us on here right now, wow, it's just so powerful. So as you are connecting into your heart, our intentions right now into connect into your vortex. Your vortex is above you, around you, below you. So in the Akashic records of you, we're going to connect. We're going to connect through your heart, and I'm going to speak light language and your intention, and all you have to do is say I allow and do the breath. And as you are allowing yourself to center with and focus with this energy of you, you will feel things move along. So just allow this transmission to take place now. So I send love to all of you now. So take your first deep breath. Once again. Once again. Eselenemo a kainete, selenemo a toene kinete. Feel the crown of your body open now, beloved. Astron, I'm here and assisting in releasing of this, what you would call attachment to yourself. So it is being released now. Just allow. Koitenete sekinete ai kainoite. Feel your heart open and receive this amazing, beautiful energy of you. Feel yourself in your entirety now. Oseline ekene toine ena ai toine ena ai toine ekena toile. Asalini ekina aiti, akaini tenai, o telene and I kaini tai. Breathe into your heart now, beloveds. I toiline and I toi ekinai tene and I. It's tene, and I doing I tine, Oseline, and I tiny, I tiny. Thank you, the rock people, for bringing forth your assistance in this releasing. Thank you for the assistance of the beings of the interworld for your assistance. Thank you for the beloved channel for her assistance in this. And thank you for all the beings showing up for this. Thank you. We're in much gratitude for in releasing all of this. You are releasing yourself and lots others. For in releasing yourself, you are in a way releasing generations. Your multiverse being is releasing in all dimensions of self. Every part of you is feeling this, and that is celebration. As you allow yourself to grow and expand, you are also growing and expanding, just like the trees and the flowers. They connect through the root system, and they are changing everything, just as you are. As you feel yourself connect into the lineages of you, you are feeling so light, so free. We are in great gratitude of this, for many have held themselves bound here for eons, and it is time to surrender that. We are with you always. I do. Thank you, Astron. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow, my heart feels so big right now. So big. Thank you, thank you. I just feel so much joy right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow, I just feel amazing. I just really, 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 really feel amazing. I send love to all of you. I send love to all of you. If you guys are ready to do an attunement, email me. I send love. So I'm going to come on at 7 o'clock and I'm going to do live readings. So those ones will be to be paid, and I will bring forth your highest collection of whatever is coming forward in your life. You will pay whatever you feel, and you could pay through Messenger or through PayPal. And so it is whatever you pay, the universe will match it. So if you want to do that, I'm going to be on at 7 o'clock tonight, and it's all about choosing you. It truly is all about choosing you. So thank you, thank you, thank you, Astron. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you for the collective, because we truly did this as a collective. We let go of a lot of karmic crap on many dimensions. I send love to all of you, all of you, all of you. My heart feels so big right now. It truly, truly does. May you all be blessed. Truly all be blessed. Have an amazing, wonderful day. We got this, right? I love you guys. Have an amazing, amazing, wonderful day.